You are listening to Ron Van Dam, a man who sold his soul for fame and fortune and didn't keep the receipt. This is The Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. It is the Ron Van Dam Show. Guess which one I am? Yes, I'm the one that you thought I was. It's not hard to figure out when your name's the title of the show, but for some listeners, it's a challenge. Hey, shouldn't you kids be in school? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Hey, remember, if you're going to rob a bank today, to keep it safe, remember, if you rob a bank, wear a mask. Thank you very much. Well, okay, fade out the music, please. That's enough. Welcome to the program. It's Memorial Day week, where every day feels like Memorial Day. What the hell's the difference? I don't know if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Arbor Day. I could be Christmas for all I know. I have no idea. Every day is melding into the other, and I don't think I've used the word melding in about 17 years. 18 years. Welcome to the program. Here's the idea. Here's what we're going to do here. This is what I do. Send the kids out of the room and also people that shouldn't be here. Have them go do something. Clean their rooms, cook a dinner, whatever. It's just you and me and nobody else. And I'll do all the talking. You sit down in a chair and shut up. Oh, would life be sweet if that were the case? But it's not. Apparently, you can't stop talking. But I'll take it from here for a short period of time, then you can get back to what you're not doing anyway. Okay. This has given me time to reminisce. I have reminisced. And it's not totally out of boredom. It's just that I'm reviewing my life. How wonderful in comparison, I guess it was. I didn't even realize it on a day-to-day basis. I didn't know how good I had it. So I'm looking back, and I'm thinking way back to my childhood and my young adulthood, and I've had this need for some reason to hook up with people from my past. It's a little daring to do it, but if you do, it's very cathartic. It's very cathartic to go back, but it's also very dangerous. Because if you contact people from the past, you may be disappointed. Sometimes the memories are better than the reality. Let me repeat that in Spanish. Sometimes the memories are better than the realities. Let me repeat that in Gaelic. Sometimes all right, never mind. It's true. The memories are what have been driving me in the back. It's perception, and it's not real. It's perception. It's what I remember, what I wanted to remember from the past. Here's what's happened. I have, through the wonders of the internet streaming information highway system, I have been able to attain the phone numbers of where some of the people that I knew from 30 years ago plus which is odd because I'm only 32. Ron, you're so funny with your stupid math. You can't add, you can't subtract. Why even tell them? You're right. I can't add and subtract. I choose not to. Anyway, I was able to find the phone numbers and location of some of the people from my past. If you're a stalker, it's quite handy. But I'm not. So I contacted the best man from my wedding. His name is George. Great guy. So great that I had him as the best man at my wedding way back when, before the century turned over. Haven't spoken to him in nearly, I guess, 20, 30 years. So I called him up. I found him at his place of business, and I called him up, and he answered the phone. And he was joyed to speak to me. And I spoke to him, and we had a great time together on the phone for what seemed to be 4 minutes. And after the phone conversation, I said to myself, are you ever going to hear from this guy again? Are you ever going to talk to him again? Are you going to have some type of a phone relationship with your old friend? And the answer glaringly to all those questions was no, stupid, because we've moved on. We have lives that we led in different directions. He's doing, and I'm doing something else. There's no great yearning to resume a friend relationship that was decades old. But it was fun to catch up and find out where people were. People that they've had children and grandchildren and probably horrendous things that we don't even talk about. But here's something in that conversation that really caught my pants. I don't think that's the right expression. I think it's caught my eye, but everybody says caught my eye. I like to be different, so this really caught my pants. I said, my God, how long you been married, George? And he said, I'm going on 42 years of marriage. And my reaction was stupid. In retrospect, it was stupid. My reaction was, oh my God, that's incredible. Well, hold on now. This is what we've done to ourselves in our social society. This is how screwed up we are. When you get married, you stand at an altar with a goat and a bucket of blood. Well, that's a different ceremony. Hold on. Well, you're at an altar anyway. That's in common. You're at an altar, and the priest or the guy in charge of the building says, do you take this man for all the money he has? Yes, I do. Do you take this woman to lead you around by your ass the rest of your life? Yes, I do. Okay. Till death do you part? You threw that thing in there. That's a tough one. Till death do us part. That's more than a year. But you always say, yes, I do. You make that pledge to each other, till death do us part. And that can be a long way off for many people. So why do we find it to be so amazing when someone's been married for an extended period of time? Why is our reaction, oh my God, that's wonderful, that's incredible? It's supposed to be like that. That was the freaking idea to begin with. Why do we? The reaction to that should be completely different. Oh, how long you been married? 42 years. Yeah, and so what? What's your point? That's what you're supposed to do. What do you want from me? Do you want a reaction out of me? You're supposed to be married for 42 years. You married the person. You're still married. That was the idea. Why would that solicit some type of an incredible reaction out of me? It's supposed to be like that. The other way around is supposed to be the horrible reaction. Well, how long you been married? Well, I was only married for like 4 years. You loser, you absolute, you liar, you You scumbag. You told that person that you were going to spend the rest of your lives. Yeah, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. Ooh, loser. Someone made a bad choice, didn't they? Someone didn't investigate the other person enough and do a background check. Somebody fucked up is what happened. That's the reaction. That's supposed to, but it's the opposite. Well, how long you were married? I was married 4 years, and I met another woman. We got married like about a year later, and I've been with her for about 5 years. Oh, okay. Sounds normal. No, it's not normal. That wasn't supposed to happen. You made a commitment. You even had children, and you broke the commitment. Oh, but what was the reason? Did she murder somebody? Was she totally insane? No, we just couldn't get along. We went in different directions. What? You couldn't figure that out before? Spend some time with her first. And lady, why are you marrying this douchebag? This douchebag of a human being. What's wrong with you, lady? Do you like to be abused? What the hell's wrong? How did you make that? Well, he wasn't like that before. Oh, I see. Click of the fingers and you don't know who it is all of a sudden. You see, that's the strange part. Someone made a big mistake. But when someone said, I've been married 42 years, we go, oh my God, you are a saint. That is so incredible. It happens when you go to a wedding. Have you ever been to a wedding? Oh, God, traumatic experience. Traumatic experience. Every single guest at the wedding, you don't know this, but it's true. Every single guest at the wedding is looking at you at the altar and nudging the other guests and saying, this isn't going to last. This isn't going to last. This is crazy. But we're going to have a nice party. Yeah, everybody thinks that. Yeah. Nobody says, oh, they're going to be ready for the rest of the... No, they know each person better than that. Oh, God, this is headed for doom. Oh, my God. Why is she marrying him? Oh, my God. That's the reaction. And you know that because after you're married and then you go to other people's weddings, you do the same thing. You do the same thing, don't you? It's that little gossip. They're never going to make it. This one's not going to last. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, good luck to them. Why should they be any better than I am? So you go to the wedding and you eat the food. You say to yourself, it's so funny because you say to yourself, hey, we're going to go to a wedding. We're going to get a free meal. We're going to get that stuffed chicken thing. We're going to get a free meal. It's not a free meal. You gave them $100 as a gift. And they ain't free. Any free. You just paid $100 for a meal and to stand there and look stupid on a dance floor. That's what you just did. And some people give more than $100. Those are the real assholes. Anyway, so you're on the dance floor and stuff, and the DJ says, all right, we're going to play a little game with all the guests, everybody on the dance floor. We're going to play a song, and everybody on the dance floor. And when I mention the number of years that you've been married, if you haven't been married that long, then please sit down. And the last couple on the dance floor will be the most amazing couple ever, and we'll all cheer and everything and celebrate the longest marriage here in the building today. And the bridal couple will wish that they will be married as long as you are, although you know that ain't going to happen. So they start playing some soppy, stupid song where everybody's dancing cheek to cheek, and I'm not talking about the cheek on your face. And then the DJ starts doing the DJ thing. All right, couples that have been married less than 5 years, please sit down. If they're the younger people, it's okay. If they're the older people and they've only been married less than 5 years, you know something went horribly wrong somewhere. To them, to me, it's like everything's great. Couples have been married less than 10 years, please go sit down. Couples less than 20 years, please go sit down. Less than 30 years, please go sit down. Now there's only like 3 or 4 couples on the dance floor out of 200 people. And they've been married more than 30 years. And my reaction is, oh my God, out of 200 people in this room, only 3 couples have been married more than 30 years. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. This is not supposed to be like this. And then there's some old couple, and I got to tell you, I don't call them old. I'm older than the rest, let's say, and they've been married like 50 years, and everybody just their hearts melt. They go, "Oh my God, look, they've been married 50 years." Everybody who's elderly should be on that dance floor married 50 years. That's supposed to be like that. But we revere them that like a relic. It's like climbing Mount Everest. You've been married 50 years? What's your secret? Exercise and not smoking? What are you talking about? What's my secret? I married the lady. I'm still married to her. I loved her then. I love her now. And you're celebrating me? That's what it's supposed to be. Have I made my point here? I think I have. Our society gets a lot of things backwards. We really do. We get things backwards. We've been so conditioned to crap that without crap around us, we feel awkward. There's got to be dysfunctional people around us for us to feel good about ourselves. We can't feel good about ourselves because of something that we did. We can only feel good about ourselves because other people are crap. Everything's in comparison to other people. You know it's true. Don't argue with me. How dare you sit there and argue with me when I'm doing all the talking? Anyway, that's my take on marriage. As every marriage right now, every relationship, forget marriage, but every relationship is being tested now in this gigantic social experiment. That's what it's like. We're all laboratory rats right now. You more than me. We're all laboratory rats going through this extreme social experiment. It's like prodding you with a stick, prodding you with a stick. It's like prodding you with a stick. How far can we push you before you break down? How much can we put you to the social test before you go freaking nuts? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take your significant other. We're going to lock you in a building with that person. You're encouraged not to leave. If you do, you could die. We're going to, unless you wear a mask, we're going to put you in a building with another person for at least a couple of months. And see how much you can tolerate each other. And when this is all over, and it will be over someday, if you make it through, it'll be like being married 50 years, like that couple on the dance floor. It's going to happen. Someday, someone's going to say to you, that was a horrendous social experiment pandemic thing, wasn't it? Are you still with your significant other? Oh, yes, we're very much in love still. That was an experience, but we loved being together. You're amazing. No, that's the way it's supposed to be. But it does put us all to the test. It really does. And now more than ever. I'm not being sexist. I'm really not. But here are the rules, guys. If you're a guy, shut the hell up. Don't say things to your spouse that are in any way possibly derogatory. Nothing. The females, you can do anything you want, say anything you want, because we can't respond to you, because that would ruin the relationship. The burden's on the man. Shut the hell up and just get through this. I don't care how much you love the other person. You cannot be contained in a box with that person and not start taking your frustrations out on each other. There's no one else to take your frustrations out on. You have to keep it all inside. You can't take it out on the other person because you're stuck in a box with them. Like a pantomime artist. that thing where they're stuck in the box, that's you. Only it's a physical box. So if you make it through this psychologically, you shall be applauded just like that 50-year-old couple on the dance floor. Yeah, you will be. I know. And aren't they adorable? Aww. I know. How long have you been married? 50 years. Aww. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. I have a great guest coming up today. A lot of people are not working, and perhaps, it's time to find a different career. I got somebody here today. She is with LinkedIn, which is the largest, hook them up to a job kind of thing, and website and contact people and all that. It's free. You should be a part of it, whether you're going to use it or not. She's here, and she's going to tell us, give us some ideas about maybe changing your careers here. What kind of things are going to be big in the near future? And the near future is coming up right now. Actually, it's here. We're starting to breathe again just a little bit. So, I'm saying, In the meantime, are you snacking too much? Are you getting freaking fat? Well, there are ways around that. Yes, I know.
Ain't always easy these days to know what to give your kids for snacks. Sugary this, high fructosey that. Heck, even the stuff they call natural ain't always natural. But there's one snack when your kids ask for it, you know exactly what you're giving them.
I want piggy parts. I want piggy parts.
Professor Parker's Preserved Piggy Parts are 100% all-natural salt-preserved pig parts. What parts, you ask? Well, some folks would call them scraps or ears or hoofs, but kids just call them delicious. And with their stiff, leathery texture, one Professor Parker's Preserved Piggy Part will last a kid all afternoon. That's what we call value. So stock up now for school. You'll find them at the end of the pet food aisle in original, barbecue, or vinegar, garlic, teriyaki, onion, habanero, pineapple flavor. Give them a try and you'll see why kids say,
That's some good piggies.
Professor Parker's Preserved Piggy Parts.
Blair Heitman joins us now. She is the career expert at LinkedIn. You're all familiar with that. You're probably members. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, we're talking about the current climate, and we're not talking about rain or sunshine or anything, about career opportunities that I guess have shifted over the past few months. Is that indeed the case?
It is. It's certainly a challenging job market right now, but there are, in fact, 1.5 million entry-level jobs available right now in the U.S. Mm-hmm. So we are seeing a lot of openings in industries that are critical to helping Americans, of course, navigate our current environment, things like healthcare, retail, transportation. But we're also seeing a huge spike in opportunities like remote industries as well, and remote jobs. Things like physician's assistant, right, product manager, customer service. So if you're somebody that's at entry level and you're looking for a job, I'd encourage you to be flexible and think creatively about where your skills could be applied. For example, if you're somebody that's really good at problem solving, customer service might be a great industry for you right now.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, do you believe that when this is all over, and we're starting to see it turn, a little slower than we thought, but turning, do you believe that there will be permanent changes, such as many more people working at home and at-home jobs becoming more prevalent permanently?
It'll be interesting to see what happens, but of course things like working remotely and working from home are something that's been a trend on the rise. Mm-hmm. And right now, people are adapting, they're getting the right technology, companies are needing to be productive when it comes to having workers at home. So of course, it'll be interesting to see, but it certainly seems like we can see a lasting impact on things like working from home for certain companies and certain industries.
Mm-hmm. Blair, have you found that people who need to work for financial reasons, there are plenty of entry-level jobs at CVS's, customer service, that kind of thing? Are businesses looking for more of a part-time in the meantime kind of thing, or are they looking for permanent employees with a future?
Well, I mean, right now we are seeing 1.5 million entry-level jobs, so there certainly are jobs available. You know, the most in-demand roles, according to our data, are things like food service, physician's assistants, product managers. So, you know, those type of industries like healthcare are certainly high in demand, but we are seeing other types of jobs available. So, you know, if you are somebody that's interested in looking for a new job, there are opportunities available. The best thing you can do is really think through where your skills can be most applied. If you are, you know, college obviously teaches you things like hard skills, like accounting, marketing. But we do know from hiring managers that those soft skills are incredibly important as well. Yes. Things like communication, and it's a great opportunity if you are at home to take an online learning course. LinkedIn has LinkedIn Learning, which is 16,000 online learning courses that can help you so that when those jobs do become available, you can hit the ground running and land the opportunity.
That makes a lot of sense. LinkedIn is one of perhaps the largest business community that there is. It's just been growing every year.
Yes, with the 69 million members globally, we are the largest professional network on the internet. So, you know, when it comes to thinking through how you're looking for a job, you know, networking is incredibly important. You know, we know from our data that the people that leverage a connection are more likely to get the opportunity. So if you're somebody that's interested, taking advantage of that network or building a new network is incredibly valuable when it comes to looking for a job today, but also over the course of your career. It's your number one professional asset over the course of your career.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but thanks for asking my personal opinion, but I'll tell you anyway. So I believe that soon when this is over, as soon as the vaccine comes out, that everybody is going to be buying everything, and not only to help support all businesses, but because they want to get out of the house and go do stuff. And I think there's going to be an incredible boom in employment.
Yeah, I think it remains to be seen. I think a lot of people are eager to get back to work, are eager to hit the ground running and go to the grocery store. And really, obviously, you know, this is certainly an unprecedented time and wasn't something that many of us were expecting. So it'll be great to see the energy once we're ready to go.
Yeah, no question about it. So how do we actually go about doing this? A lot of people are looking for careers or perhaps even considering a career switch under the circumstances. Is there a particular part of LinkedIn that we go to, or how do we find all of this?
Sure. So you can check out opportunity.linkedin.com. We have a ton of resources available to help you with your job search. You know, I'd encourage you to let those jobs find you. So there are a couple of great little things that you can do. One being pushing that button on LinkedIn that indicates to hiring managers and recruiters that you're actually interested in opportunities so they can reach out to you. Additionally, you can set up instant job alerts that enables you to get notified the second that job that you might be interested in becomes available. Our data shows us that you're 4 times more likely to get the job early if you apply early and jump on it. So it's certainly a great opportunity to hit the ground running and dive right in.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. The longer that you're in the mix, the better your chances are, because they become familiar with you being in the mix, and they show that your aggressiveness and eagerness to do so. So I agree with you. It's the time to do it. Yeah. All right. Well, we know where we can go and how to get there, and good luck to everybody. But yeah, I mean, you can turn anything into opportunity, and this is the time to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time for today. You have been incredible. I'm going to be back again tomorrow with a brand new show, as I am every single weekday. I don't know what day of the week it is tomorrow. I think it's Thursday, but I'm not sure. I think it begins with a T, but then it could be Tuesday, so I don't know what it is. And you know what? It doesn't really matter. Here's the funny thing, as if the entire show wasn't. Here's the funny thing. I was itching to get outside and get out of my four-cornered box here. I was itching to get outside. Now I can go outside because it's very, very warm out. In some places, quite hot. And I'm itching to get outside. So I get outside and I start itching. And the mosquitoes are out. The flies are buzzing on my head. The bees, God love them. I mean, you need the bees for pollination, but what are you bothering me for? Bumblebees, those are the fat, hairy suckers. Ants are starting to run around. Uncles, it's getting bugs, strange little creatures invading my house. All of a sudden, they're coming inside my house. I mean, like I'm going outside and the bugs are coming inside. Ticks, fleas. It's a menagerie of invasion. And then pollen's blowing all over the place. It's falling off the trees, blowing in my face. It's all over my lawn, my deck, my car. It's and I wanted to get outside so that I can sit there and sweat, have the sweat roll off my forehead, into my eyes and stinging it so I can't see where the flies are anymore. Yeah, happy summer to you. Okay, ready? Go on out there. Have a good day. I wish you peace.